Hey everybody, welcome to another Monday Reviews. Today we're checking out this product that we brought back from the land of the rising sun. This is a Taylor and Stoner chest rig. It's in Japanese Jietai Camo. It is pretty damn cool. I dig the shit out of this thing. It is well made. Definitely worth the price of admission. US dollar wise, it was in the $100-something range. It has its faults, but it also has its bonuses. Now, this rig is a very small rig. It's a little bit of a mag truck. Comes with 2 inserts to hold 6 magazines. The inserts are nicely made. They got these big, chunky pulls out of this, like, I forgot the name of this material. It's like a leathery type material. You see this used on the inside of these mag inserts as well. I've seen this on like Mayflower, even some Haley and some other products. It just helps kind of maintain the grippiness of the actual insert to kind of help with mags if you're not running those. Well, they're nice. They're big chunky pulls. I do like them. They're easy to grab when gloved and wet, and we learned that at Seals in Chiba. The whole thing is, for the most part, Jietai Camo. The loop on the face is color matched Jietai. The fabric feels like about 500D, and the straps are dual-sided, solution-dyed Jietai webbing. Shoulder straps are nicely made. They are an H-harness style strap, but they're definitely, you can tell they're made for a slightly smaller statured person, somebody who's not quite as broad. Most H's are a little longer. This one's a little shorter, and it has like a taper to it, which I do like. The actual buckles are a little different, and we're going to point that out in a second. So we have, this is basically Taylor and Stoner's answer to a Spiritus microfight, I think is what it's called. The Spiritus placards. There's an Emerson copy of the Spiritus right here. Very similar in design. It's got the same little stair-stepped little shape right here that we both liked a lot as far as pulling mags from when you're running 6 mags. On the back of this, it is a large loop field that goes all the way across, and there's about an inch gap at the top. When you look at the Taylor and Stoner, they actually kind of did a little different. They did a different approach to theirs. Let me take these straps off. I'll talk about those separately in a moment. A little more manageable. Pull out the straps everywhere. All right, so the Taylor and Stoner, they have a bigger hook area in the back than the Repro of the Spiritus, and the Spiritus itself, I believe, is almost identical to the Emerson. Taylor Stoner went with 2 large pieces of hook here instead of 1 continuous piece of hook, and it goes from top to bottom. And then their little attachment field is the same way. It's 2 corresponding pieces of loop that are the same size as the hook field with some space. They went with a Ranger Greenbacker instead of the color match Jietai. Doesn't really matter. I thought it was kind of goofy and funny. They went with color match loop that you're never going to see, but the part you might see is Ranger Green. It's like, well, whatever. Probably saves them a little extra money. As far as the buckle placement, it's a little different. So Taylor and Stoner has female buckles all the way around. So if you want to run this as a placard, you're going to have to get creative and do something a little different versus the Emerson, which is a copy of the Spiritus, which has male buckles up top, but it has female repair buckles all the way around it. So they have female repair buckles all the way around on the sides, but they, whatever reason, chose to do standard buckles, non-repair, at the top. So you can't even swap these out easily if you wanted to in order to change the orientation. With that being said, Dremels are a wonderful thing. You can cut the buckles off and put female repair buckles up there. But once you do that, you are going to have an issue here. But then again, like I said, Dremels are a wonderful thing. You can cut these off and then put male repair buckles on this, and then, or female repair buckles on this, males there, and now you have it set placard-ish, and you can run it on a rig that is placard compatible, placard ready. It's obvious this was designed to be worn standalone or over like maybe like a slick carrier of some type, because it was meant to keep the straps on, because they don't have it placard ready like this one. Things it has going for it that it brings to the table different than a Spiritus or even this Emerson Repro of a Spiritus. It does feel and appear to be a little wider. It would totally maxed out. Not by a lot, but just a little. It's sitting like just under 2 inches. This is just at, if not a little over 2 inches. So it is a little bit bigger, but not a crazy amount bigger. The the loop fields inside of here, the Emerson and Spiritus have just a giant piece of loop that goes all the way down. The Taylor Stoner does not do that. They actually go with a smaller loop field inside here. That's about 1.5 inches, and it's color matched, and it goes down, and that's it. The actual insert is really nice. I like this insert quite a bit. So the insert is elastic, and it's got this same material here sewn down in the rear of it, the backer, so it helps kind of with magazine retention. It is simple, no nonsense. It's just the top retention. It doesn't have anything on the bottom, which gives you more variety of magazine that you can use, and it also keeps it from having a snag point near the bottom of the magazine if you wanted to. Big pocket here. You could use Spiritus inserts if you really wanted to, or any insert that is hook and hook, such as, do I have it handy? I think I do, but I don't know. Let me check. No, I don't have it. I thought I had an insert, SMG insert, that I reviewed in the past. Had it around the other day. I think I put it somewhere else. It is hook and hook, and I know that would drop in here just fine, and that would make this a SMG rig, which would be really cool. That being said, it is enough similarity in shape and size. I believe a real Spiritus or Axle zipper top that's made for like Spiritus rigs would drop in here with no problem. So you should be able to do that. I'll have to experiment with that at a later date because I have a Tracer Tactical that has one of those on it. I just got to dig it out. Putting this back in, not hard because of how nice and big this pocket is. Just kind of line it up, and it lines up directly. It's the same size, so it's kind of easy to do comparatively to the other ones because there's not a ton of loop in there to catch on. So once you line it lines up and it's good. Now, I said that's a little off, but there we go. Mags. You're probably thinking, well, buddy, what kind of mags to hold? Well, I've got a Airsoft AK-47 magazine right here, and it goes in. I've got a HK-33 magazine. It goes in. P-Mag. Look at that, it goes in. A 5.45 mag, AK. It goes in. Stenag mag. It goes in. And there was another one we tried. Oh, the G36, but it didn't go in. Is there any other weird mags we could try up there? I think that's pretty much all she wrote. But it holds a lot of different mags. That's really cool. The fact, oh, there we go, a real P-Mag. A real 30 rounder, Gen 3 P-Mag. Oh no, I don't think it's gonna go. Yeah, sure. No problem. And it goes in. So it holds a lot of different magazines very comfortably. The only one that might be a little bit of an issue is the 47 mag when you go to take it out, just because it wants to catch on the shot cord. If you took the shot cord off or reset it, you'd probably be better off. But this thing is a really cool little rig, in my opinion. So you're probably wondering, what's the fitment like? Well, you're going to see it right now on my son. He's a little smaller stature than I. Fits really good. It looks good on him. On myself, and it is fitting me. I mean, it looks small, but it looks a little tactical sports bra, but it does work. Plenty of expandability on the straps. Speaking of the straps, let's bring those out and talk about the straps. So the straps are simple, very much in the same vein as like Spiritus fat straps. They have the same little pieces here, except the difference is they have an elastic keeper in the centerpiece, whereas my son's Repro X straps for his Spiritus, oh no, these came off a Haley. So his Haley Repro X straps are just 3 pieces of webbing there. I believe the Spiritus has elastic as well, but I don't know. But these X straps are very similar in shape and setup to this, whereas they do have an elastic keeper at the bottom, similar to my Mark II fat straps I have that I've reviewed. Put a card if you want to see that. And then, but these are male, not female up here, like most. The back H has a little bit of a taper to it, as you can see. It's kind of makes everything kind of tight in like this, almost like a 30-degree angle. That is probably to help facilitate the H strap for less broad humans, like my son, like you saw him wearing. He turned around. It looked really good on him. The sewing is fantastic. These box stitches are really clean and very nice. Everything about this rig is beautiful. At first glance, the price point seems really high, but I think it's on par with anything from a major producer here in the States, as far as like Haley or Spiritus, Taylor, LBT. It's definitely on the same playing field as them as far as quality. We don't have a ton of time behind this thing, so can't speak to the longevity per se, but so far so good. We've had it for a couple months. We both used it, both really liked it. Much like the Spiritus, it has a big drain hole, but the Spiritus has two, or the copy of the Spiritus, the Emerson has two, one in the front, one in the back. They only have the one in the front, so this front little area could retain water possibly. There's no real drainage for it. That I believe is kind of something, an oversight that they probably should have corrected or had. I might go in there and maybe later add my own grommet, who knows, but it is nice. Much like the Spiritus style, it is stair-stepped to facilitate better mag placement and mag carriage. Speaking of that, what are your thoughts on it? You wore it more than I did.
It was great. I'm sure you said earlier, it needs wings. It needs something else other than just 6 mags. Unless you're where I was running a belt while wearing this, and it worked. It was nice. It hold a water bottle, some nades or something. We didn't get to use those, but it needs something else other than 6 mags. It's a great size. The stair stepping was really nice. I could feel more mag on that bottom row. Just needs a little more.
Yeah. Now, we didn't see any wings being made by Taylor Stoner in the GA-type pattern. It would have been nice if they had like some molly wings or even some prefabbed wings to help with, to let it carry a radio or whatever. It is dangler compatible, and we do have a Taylor Stoner dangler right here, which we will be reviewing later, so you can see that. And then there is a Ordnance, another company from Japan, these little Japanese items, Ordnance wing for radio. We normally run our radios on our left side. This wing is set up to run radio on the right side, so that's kind of odd. I don't know if these are a paired system, and we only have the one. That was the only one we found. So I think they might make a dual side system. I'll have to do some digging to find that out. Stand by for this review as after I do some more research. But the rig itself is fun. It's a fantastic rig. It's unique here, especially here in the States. Not a lot of Japanese camo products, the Jiatai stuff, except for in this house. We now have a bunch of it. It looks fantastic. It's a great pattern. It's a nice rig. It's fantastic for BB warring because you can run 6 magazines, get out there, and just, especially if you're running like a gas gun, this gives you 6 good solid mags that you can run out there, do the shooty, and then come back out and get some water because the game's modes aren't that long, so you don't always have to have water on your person. I recommend always having it, but if you don't, you don't. It'd be great. It's great to run with a belt kit. It is small. It is simple. If you just want to get out there, play, run out the field, do your thing, and come back, you don't have to worry about pyro or anything else, and you have a belt in this, you would be off to the races, and you have a fantastic, lightweight, breathable day. This is definitely a Texas summer rig. Anyway, that's all I got, guys. I hope you got something out of this review. I hope you enjoyed seeing this piece of kit from Japan, the Taylor Stoner micro chest rig. As always, get out there, play some Airsoft, try out some cool kit, new kit, different kit like this. LARP smarter, not harder. I'll see you on the field. Peace.